That thing sounds gnarly.
Pretty hairy sounding guitar, isn't it? Yeah, the frets are getting pretty low on this thing. It is kind of got the old fretless Wonder vibe going and everything. But
this is the last, the final incarnation of the Les Paul before it completely changed. It's got the big headstock. They got 3 pickups going on. This middle pickup seems like it's completely out of phase when you listen to it. And it's just it's a fretless Wonder once again, meaning the frets are super low. I don't have any idea what that was all about, because the higher frets are where you can really dig in and get some what I like to call meat and potatoes out of it. After this, though, the Les Paul began looking like this. It completely changed.
Yeah, these are the same guitar, wildly enough. You know, you could say they're exactly the same, except they're just a completely different guitar or something. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what, I mean, look at all the ingredients. The pickups are the same, and the bridge is the same. This one has a vibrola that we can look at on it. But, you know, they're both called Les Paul Customs, but when the Les Paul design was starting to fail for Gibson, they decided to completely redesign the thing and make it this radical dual cutaway guitar that we now know to be the SG, but it was still had Les Paul's name on it for 2 more years before he failed to renew his endorsement deal. And after 1962, they made it into the SG. But most people know these guitars as Les Paul SGs or SG Les Pauls, the early ones from 1961 and 62 or so. You know, you can see how they sound very different, because here you've got a little thin slice of just mahogany, but you've got that big old mahogany body and that custom there, and the standards of each sound quite different too. But
is that an ebony neck?
Yeah, the ebony neck on here and everything. I know, it's wild. I know, you look at everything is exactly the same except for the body and the general look of the thing. No binding on this. But this was the introduction of a new line that was meant to replace the Les Paul line, but really became a thing in itself. And a few years later, people realized that they wanted to have Les Pauls back, but the SG was still a great guitar that became a real rock standard, you know, I think particularly for heavy rock and styles like that. But yeah, we've got these 2 wild things happening here, and we're doing what we can with them.
Yeah.